Okay, so I had some questions about doing some division by hand by decimal and decimals. So I finally got around to doing these, and so we're going to take a look at what we need to do in order to make that happen. So we have the divisor and the dividend that we're going to need to move decimal places with. So again, when you're trying to look at dividing a decimal where the divisor is, which is this number on the outside, you move it as many spaces as you need so that it is now a whole number. So in this case, I only need to move that one space over, and then that's going to be 815. Now, what I need to do with the dividend here is also move it just as many spaces as I moved that, because you can never do one thing to one without doing it to the other. So now I'm just going to rewrite this so you can see it. So now it's 815 divided by 7,000. I'm sorry, not 7,000, 733.5. So that's the new number. And now I'm going to put that decimal up here so I don't lose track of it throughout the division process. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out what my quotient is. So now I'm going to look at it and I can say, okay, well, 815 can't go into 733. It's too big of a number. So it's going to go in 0 times. So, and that's really an important step here when you're doing that, because obviously you have no number in front of that. You do not need to write the 0, I guess. I mean, it's up to you, but I usually like to have a placeholder there. And so now I have to go in to 7,335. So when I take the 7,335 and I'm going to divide that by 815, I have to start to think about different possibilities of numbers that might work for this. So what I generally will do is take the first number and the number that I'm looking at for the divisor and think about what number times that would get me close to the first couple of digits on that number. 9 would be the number that I'm thinking. So I'm going to just place 9 here. We're going to see what happens when we do that. This does not always work, but it's usually a good estimate to be able to get you an idea if you're doing this by hand without a calculator. So this is going to be 45. Carry the 4. That's going to be 9. That's 13. Carry that. It's going to be 72, 73. Bam, there's that number. It is 0.9, and there's going to be no remainder there, and you got your answer. If you'd like more questions like these, you can find them on my YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at YouWantAlgebra. All of these things can be located in the rational numbers section of my playlist. And if you want more questions answered, ask me what you need, tell me what you want. I will try to get them done as soon as possible, and thanks for watching.